What's going on, YouTube? I'm back again with another Spring Top 10 for 2023. This one's going to feature a little bit of old, a little bit of new, and maybe just a few things you may not have thought of to wear for Spring 2023. If you're into that type of content or fragrant fashion style, stay tuned because at the jump, y'all already know, we're going to get into that thing. Thank you for your patience and your attention in this matter. So we're going to start with an honorable mention just for the simple fact it's a newer one to my collection. It's received a lot of hate in the fragrance community. I don't understand why. It does its job. That's none other than Azzaro Wanted Tonic. This one is a little lighter. It's very fresh with ginger, kind of that mojito kind of cocktail. It's a non-offensive, smell good fragrance. It is, in my experience, just a bit light in terms of wear and longevity. However, spring, right? Renewal, fresh, clean. It checks all those boxes. So if you can find this one for a reasonable price, I would definitely say get it. I go heavy on the sprayer with this one because you need it. Mention is Azzaro's Wanted Tonic. Coming up to our number 10 spot, it is Banana Republic Neroli Woods. Banana Republic Neroli Woods is very close to Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. It has the note of neroli, citrus, very fresh and clean. Some people don't like the scent of neroli. To me, it kind of smells like a freshly opened box of Fruity Pebbles. It is non-offensive, sexy, and if you can find it, Banana Republic really does their thing with some of their fragrances. I don't know if these are specifically dupes, but it's checking the boxes for me. Number 10, Banana Republic, Neroli Woods. Coming up to our number 9 spot, we have MAC Scent Shades Turquoise. This fragrance is typically marketed toward women. However, it's a fragrance that when I smelled it, I had to have it. I don't care who it's for. I can afford it, I can wear it, and I'm gonna rock it. This one too is one of those fragrances that wears a little bit light. I go heavier on the sprayer with this one. It is, I gotta get in that spot. It's floral, but it is very fresh and sexy. It is what this bottle looks like. That's what it smells like turquoise, a little bit of yellow, and some green. So you get a lot of florals, some musk, and I really don't feel like you can beat this one. This to me kind of smells like Sweetheart's candy, you know, the little chewy, chalky kind of joints. Kind of smells like that, but very sexy. It's number 9, MAC Turquoise. Coming up to our number 8 spot, we have Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. Now, this one has been lauded and touted as a dupe of Versace Man on Fresh. I'm gonna be honest with you, they smell similar. I am also gonna be honest with you again. I prefer this one to Versace Man on Fresh. It has a little bit more of staying power and it smells better off of my skin. I actually gave my Versace Man on Fresh away when Mario Dones gave me this. Shout out to Mario Dones, appreciate you, bro. And again, this one, musk, has a coffee note in there. It's really in the background, but it's sexy, it's fresh. I believe there's some citrus as well. I know in Versace Man on Fresh there's a Crembola Starfruit note, but this one is very close to that, and it's fairly budget friendly. Number 8, Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. Now, coming up to our number 7 spot, we have a fragrance that I've been into for a very long time. I remember having a sample of it and running out and losing my mind because I couldn't find it anywhere. So fast forward to a couple of years later, and I bought a bottle, ran through it. Took me some time again to get it again in my big age, but I have it. Shout out to Doc Rose for sending it to me, and it is Bulgari Blue. This one just smells very gentlemanly, like the hotel soaps. Classy. Fresh, clean. Like, this feels like it actually should be in the Acqua di Parma line. It kind of has that type of vibe. If you smell any of the Acqua di Parmas, it has that type of vibe. But it's such a classy, gentlemanly designer fragrance that I feel should be a staple in your collection. So if you have not smelled this one, go ahead and get it because it's that deal. And that bottle's dope too. So, like, what's the problem? That is the number 7 spot. Coming up to the number 6 spot is at Zaro's Wild Mint. At Zaro per own line, they all kind of come in this bottle. Naughty leather, hot spicy pepper, hot pepper, whatever it is. And the nighttime, the various at Zaro fragrances that are not a part of the Wanted line, right? But this one is one of my favorites. It features the note of mint, calypso. What it reminds me of is like a laundry detergent in a way that has mint in it. And it just smells so good. Like, I don't know if you all remember the laundry detergent Surf. It kind of smells like that. An ocean breeze with mint. Perfect way to describe it. It's such a sexy fragrance. Zaro's Wild Mint is our number 6 spot. Coming up to our number 5 spot, we have Acqua di Gio Profondo. Acqua di Gio takes that classic Acqua di Gio DNA that we're used to and adds a salty, seaweedy nuance to it with this fragrance here. This one, to me, I have to go a little harder on the trigger for it as well because I don't feel that it projects much off my skin. And I also feel like it doesn't last the most, but the scent is so intoxicating. And it's such an update to the traditional Acqua di Gio that we're very much used to. I prefer this one only second to Profumo. Those are my top favorite. It's so sexy, modern, clean, and fresh. It's timeless as well. So if you've not given this one a shot, I think it's discontinued, but you can still find it. You just gotta, be diligent, stay the course, search it out. Again, Acqua di Gio Profondo, number 5 spot. Coming up to the number 4 spot, Balenciaga Flora Botanica. I've smelled this several different times, several different ways, several different places. And each time I smelled it, it unctioned me to get my own. So that's what I did. You get a cannabis note in here, florals, and musk. It's so sexy. I remember wearing this to the airport. And don't ask me which time, because I don't remember. But I remember when I got to my brother, he was like, man, you smell real good. It smells like, has like a little powdery, fresh, slightly funky scent to it. And I was like, funky? He was like, yeah, like you've been somewhere where it's been like a concentrated scent, but you airing out, if that makes sense. So what I kind of put in mind with that is, you smoking in the car, you air it out, you hotboxing, that's what we used to call it. Flora Botanica is just like that. It blends all the elements of fresh, sexy, with a little bit of street and a little bit of edge, quote unquote, dirty. And it's one of those things, I feel like if this was marketed toward men or something, hyper masculine, the fellas will be all on top of this. But because it's called Flora Botanica and it's by Balenciaga, most men won't touch it. But I don't give a damn because this fragrance right here is a hit to me. So that's number 4 on this top 10. Yeah, this is how we do. We keep things on the level, right? Fresh coffee beans, get your scent, let's clear the palate. And then we get into the top 3 fragrances on this list. Coming up to our number 3 spot, we have Clean for Men. This fragrance has been with me in my mind, in my heart, and on my fragrance journey for the longest. It's one of those fragrances that when I find it, if the store has multiples at a good price, I buy it. I currently have 3 or 4 backups because they only come in this 1 ounce. And I feel like the ones that are a little bigger don't have the same scent. So, Clean for Men. It needs to look like this because I've seen the other ones that have this like gray gunmetal label. They don't smell the same to me. But this right here, lemon, musk, and just an overall shower fresh. This fragrance you can never go wrong with. Especially coming into the springtime. Nice polo, linen suit, boat shoes, on the yacht. It's a vibe, you know what I mean? So, number 3, Clean for Men. Coming up to our number 2 spot. This fragrance is one that I've had a dupe of, and I decided, you know what? Once I finish this, I just need to have this in my collection. This is one of the fragrances that I feel needs to be in a gentleman's collection, no matter the age. It's a timeless fragrance, and much ado about nothing. I'm gonna stop giving it lip service and show it to you. Bleu de Chanel by Chanel. I got the travel atomizer one because I felt like this one would fit my needs a little bit more. I really wear this fragrance to the nth degree. We got incense, we got some grapefruit. I really don't want to spray much for no reason, so we're gonna put it on some skin. Ugh. And do you see the atomizer? Ugh. This is just quintessential gentleman. You hear me? Quintessential gentleman. You can't go wrong. You can dress this up, you can dress this down, and I feel like it is a perfect fragrance for spring. It's the number 2. Coming up to our number 1 spot, you made it. I really appreciate you sticking around, watching this video, sharing, commenting, liking, all of that stuff, because here we are with the number 1 fragrance in my top 10 for spring 2023, Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt. I really enjoyed this fragrance for several different reasons. I was not going to get it because I felt like it smelled similar to some other things that I had. And that was a mistake on my behalf. It does have similarities to Coach for men in the gray ombre bottle. It does. However, where this one differs, it differs in that sweetness and in the dry down. It has a plum note, which I appreciate, that evolves. There's a musky, sexy sweetness about the Bad Boy line, period, that I've not been able to get over. The only Bad Boy that I actually don't have is the original one. I have the Parfum, and then I have Cobalt, and then of course the little offshoots. I don't have those either, but who says we won't get them? This fragrance right here, it receives some hate, and I don't know why. I'm guessing the bottle, but I've never had an electric parfum. And this fragrance just smells so sexy. And of all of the blues that I have, this is one of the ones that I find myself consistently going after. I recently picked this up and paid full retail for it, which you know me, I usually don't do that. But I had to with this one. This fragrance has a edgy, current sharpness that I feel like is apt to garner the attention of whomever you wish to capture. When I wear this fragrance, I feel good, I smell good, and I believe those types of things go hand in hand. So, number 1 spot, Carolina Herrera. Bad Boy, Cobalt. All right, thank you for watching my top 10. And again, I love you all from the bottom of my heart, the top, the sides, and we pick it up, love on you underneath, and then put it back down. You know, we ice it like a cake with love on top. All right, I'm out for now. Till next time. Bye.